It's a process that dates back as far as 7th century China and takes several stages to achieve. But Alan Cameron's woodblock prints are all about marking time, creating something he describes as like the fingerprint of a tree.
They are taken from the tree and it gives you the entire history of that tree's life. You can count back those rings hundreds of years and you can know that in 1874 that tree started to grow. And it has witnessed everything around it for that entire time that it's been growing there.
His work starts with a love of the outdoors and spending time finding the right wood to capture in his print work.
Well, I'm not going around chopping down trees for fun. All the wood that I'm using is all fallen locally and reclaimed and stuff that's come down during storms. If I hear a chainsaw, I'll just take a walk down and ask the local neighbour if I can take a slice.
From there, it's a lengthy process with router and sander to create a flat, smooth woodblock, making mountains of sawdust for the family pets in the meantime. But the magic really happens when he fires up his blowtorch.
Burning the wood reveals the grain, and obviously every kid knows that a ring on a tree is the year in the life of that tree. But within that year, you've got your different speeds of growth. So in the spring and the summer, it's growing quickly and creates a soft wood. And in the winter, it slows down, creates a harder wood. And so when you burn it, the softer wood burns at a faster rate than the winter wood. The peaks of the grain is the winter growth, and that's what the ink sits on, and that's what reveals the grain.
It strikes me that it must be quite a kind of mindful process, because you've got to be careful not to burn it too far.
Yeah, it's a meditative process for sure. It's slow and steady, because if you burn it too much, then you'll burn away the detail and you'll lose that. It'll just turn to charcoal.
Alan's work then begins to take shape, with each print limited to a maximum of 25 editions. Always in black ink.
A lot of the time, I just stick with monotone, black and white. I've had a lot of people ask me, why don't you use colour within the print of the wood grain? But for me, it's a fingerprint of the tree. The black kind of relates to the burning process of the charcoal, and for me to put colour into the grain doesn't quite work for me. I'm trying to get just a real relief fingerprint off that tree.
His works have been recognised by the Royal Academy, who have twice featured him in their summer exhibition. Meanwhile, he was recently asked to create a record sleeve for a Brazilian percussionist. With such diverse end products, he's using the ancient method with his own style.
Applying to the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition is something that a lot of artists do, and it's very competitive. You know, I think there's 18,000 applications and only about 1,000 get on the wall. So to have been in there 2 years in a row it's something that adds a feather in your cap as an artist, and you can only chuck your hat in the ring and hope for the best, really, but it's opened up a lot of doors.
Tell me about the different forms that your work can then appear in.
I've primarily been working on two different strands of the printmaking at the moment. One is the cross sections of the tree, which give you the full cut section, which shows every year in that tree's history. And then I've been playing around a bit with these building block kind of structures, which are created by masking off certain areas and printing each bit at a time.
Alan says whatever the final print, he hopes his work tells a story. And that's something shown by some of the more personal commissions he's picked up lately.
I've had people come to me with trees that have come down that their grandkids have been swinging on, you know, and it's a tree that's come down and they've lost that beloved family tree. one recently that was planted with his dad who had passed away, and then the tree had naturally come down, so he wanted to take a slice of that and remember that moment with his dad.
So what's it like when you get the final reveal after all this preparation work?
The process is an enjoyable process all the way through, but there's nothing quite like revealing that grain at the end and seeing what the print actually looks like. More and more, people want to get closer to nature, and I think this is a way of getting a slice of nature in your living room, really.